Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 27th of August 2019. We're going to reflect on Matthew 23 to 26. Jesus said, "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you tithe mint, dill, and cumin, and have neglected the weightier matters of the law, justice and mercy and faith. It is these you ought to have practiced without neglecting the others. You blind guides, you strain out a gnat but swallow a camel. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you clean the outside of the cup and of the plate, but inside they are full of greed and self-indulgence. You blind Pharisee, first clean the inside of the cup so that the outside also may become clean." The gospel of the Lord. Today's gospel reading is a continuation of yesterday's, so the reflection will be a continuation too. We looked at 4 things yesterday that prevent us from leading lives of abundance. Today, let us look at 2 more. These 8 woes are the antithesis to the 8 beatitudes that Jesus spoke about. While one leads to a blessed life, the other leads to a life that's wretched. Let's look at them in the modern context, and like we did yesterday, let us see if we might be guilty of doing the same things the Pharisees in Jesus' time did. 1, we act like legalists. I remember a few days after my conversion, I was talking to a bunch of people who were leaders in various ministries within the church. One of them launched into a long lecture about how I needed to do things a certain way. And while he wasn't wrong, I realized his focus was in obeying laws. I've come to understand it is because we find it easier to gauge our spirituality by rules that we follow. We just tick boxes, but doing things without heart is really meaningless. Consider tithing, for instance. One of the subjects in the School of Discipleship is sharing of the resources that God has made us stewards of, and these include time, talent, and treasure. Treasure, of course, is money, and we teach people what Paul taught, that we reap what we sow. Remember this, Paul says, "Whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows generously will also reap generously." What do you understand by that? But the question that always follows is this: so tell me, what percentage should I tithe? You see what I mean? 2, we believe the externals are important. It is important that we be seen to be good people, never mind that we are rotten on the inside. So we go to church every week, maybe even every day, and spout the right things whenever we are in public. But away from the public eye, we are mean-spirited individuals who are rotten to everybody around us. If we want to know what kind of people we really are, let us ask our parents, spouses, and children. I remember my wife telling me on a couple of occasions that I speak so beautifully about love, but practice so little of it with the family. It is not nice to be told something like that, especially when you pride yourself on walking the talk. But when I introspected, I realized that in many ways she was right. The only choice one really has after that is to continue as one is or to try to change. I try my best to change, and it is not always easy, but I know that the Holy Spirit is there to help me. I want you to remember that too, and seek His assistance when the going gets tough. God bless you.